Hey guys, it's Steve,
Dave,
Nick,
and we just wanted to wish you guys a Happy Easter. We hope you guys had a wonderful Easter with family and friends. Go on those egg hunts. Find all the eggs that the Easter Bunny left around.
hold them properly.
Hold them apparently, according to Dave, that you cannot hold the
My
egg this
egg
way,
is empty.
upside down. Oh, nothing in your egg. Oh, that actually would have been the worst thing as a kid to find an empty egg.
You
oh my
need
God.
to find candy or money in it.
So when you were kids, did you guys, was it fake eggs or real eggs?
Fake eggs.
What, for the search?
Yes,
Yeah,
fake
fake
eggs.
Oh, our bunny always had real eggs.
Your
Well,
bunny's
then
awesome.
I guess the Easter Bunny knew that you wanted real.
And also, either you were really hungry or you
Yeah.
wanted stinky eggs.
I wanted money. That's just what I thought.
Yeah,
you know,
money
I
or
want
candy.
money.
Money
But
Happy
whichever
Easter!
way you're doing your egg hunt, happy Easter. We hope you have a wonderful, safe, happy Easter, and enjoy the episode. Hello and welcome to Kickin' Crocs, the podcast. We talk about martial arts stuff, geeky stuff, and all sorts of stuff. My name is Steve, 1/3 of Kickin' Crocs.
Dave, 1/3 of Kicking Crocs.
Nick, the final third. Hello, guys. What's up?
Who was
What's
tea drips.
Those are not tea drips. It's condensation on the bottom.
Hello, everybody.
We're all taking a sip now. Here we
We're
go.
nice and comfortable, not in the basement.
Shoes on, complaints low. I love it.
It's just, so let me just say, okay, right? So last week's episode,
Sue Botts was in with me. She agreed with me.
I would
The rest of
hate,
the internet agreed with me. The two boxes.
to do it.
I would hate,
Okay.
I would hate to
I don't
have
know what was
to.
happening. But
I was
okay.
trying to get my foot to the tray's
Nick,
close.
Nick was trying. Sorry, Dave was trying to get his foot past the tray, and it was difficult to do with the Crocs.
Yeah, the
on.
tray's a little close to
It's a
this
little
time.
close today.
Closer than normal.
But anyways, so last week's episode, the final basement episode, as it is titled,
Definitely is.
got quite a bit of it was
It
very,
got traction, baby.
very well reviewed.
People like the drama.
So yeah, that's exactly right. So
I love it.
I don't have my
Left some
phone.
animal
Oh, you also have some animal crackers out. That's awesome.
Well, I don't like your crap.
Oh God,
I'm just trying to
flips
add
the
drama.
tray.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want to pull up the comments, you can. I have a couple of them in my head. One of them was Charity. Charity commented a couple times, by the way. She commented a couple different things. The one that sticks in my head is she said that was the best episode ever.
Well, I do wanna say to you
apparently,
that-
Charity loves to hear Dave complain.
No.
I mean, I walked into the dojo though, and Sue Botts like walked up to the desk. And she's like, "You're right." I was like, "About what?" She's like, "Oh, I listened to the podcast." And I was like, "Ah."
So Charity, so to be fair, I talked to Charity at the Black
To be
Belt Test
charitable.
right before it aired, and I said, "Oh, this is going to be a fun episode. There's some great back and forth." She goes, "I just want you to know, my favorite episodes are when Steve and Dave banter. So now, if it's the three of you, this will most likely take the top spot."
And it did.
And
It
yeah.
100%
So
did.
she was already looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Do we banter on the show?
We do. 100% we do. We have before.
You should
I
have.
feel
Many
like
times.
You,
There it is. There it is.
you don't open your mouth.
You
to
be
talk
quiet.
Keep your mouth shut
shut
when
up
you're
when you're
talking to
talking to me.
You shut your face. You shut my tree off?
What?
Someone be so disappointed.
I'm sorry. I needed to.
The holidays have been ruined
For
which is
the-
daily.
It's a winter tree.
It's cool.
It is a
I like
winter
it.
tree. But circling back, so one of the comments was Charity saying it was the best episode ever. Anthony Botts did literally comment a star 5 times.
I loved it. I saw
One
that.
star comment. I was like,
Thank you,
oh,
Anthony.
Anthony commented a star. Cool. Boom. And then it was like, there's another one. Oh wait, there's another one. Oh wait, I think he even commented 6 actually. I think he accidentally commented a
6?
extra one.
I thought it was 3.
think
It was actually after 6.
was it only 3? I was trying to scroll through and figure out how many there were, but I
Yeah.
want to say I counted 6, but I might have miscounted.
It's
But
okay.
in any event, thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Charity,
Loved
for
it.
commenting. Somebody else commented as well. I think it might have been Will Marunka.
There was
yeah, there were some
comments.
good
There was
ones.
quite a few
I like
comments.
it. I love it.
Thank you, Sue Botts, for weighing in. We do appreciate it when the audience joins in and
I like how like
giving their opinions as well.
on the occasions when Sue talks about the podcast like in the lobby. Mm-hmm. So like she was like, "Oh, I agree with you." Whenever she starts talking about it, and then like Melissa Colello, who only selectively listens to episodes.
Uh-oh. She's
is
like,
"Oh,
what?"
I guess I'm gonna have to listen to this one."
So basically, Sue Botts, if you could talk about our podcast in the lobby every single time you're there, we'd very much
also
appreciate
the
it.
lobby of like TD Bank or wherever else you might go.
Yeah, any other
Maybe
lobby.
some
lobby
up-and-coming
talk.
investment firms that are looking for a new
Yes. Investment
venture.
firms, basically everywhere you go would be great if everybody talked about it because we would like to gain some traction, gain some more subscribers, which would be awesome. Which leads me into a quick little also tidbit of news that I have. Our TikTok has overtaken YouTube.
As far as number of subscribers,
As far as followers goes,
Here's the funny part.
I
I've
mean,
never seen
TikTok-
her TikTok once. So
Well,
I've never seen her.
you, sir, are banned from TikTok, so
That
it's
is
going to be kind of
true.
hard.
That is true. I don't know why, but I am.
We'll keep working on YouTube. It'll get there.
Yes, currently at the time of this video, our YouTube subscribers sit at 725, and our TikTok followers are at 739. So
TikTok.
I'm telling you
Instagram
what's
is
gonna
trailing,
take
by
us-
the way.
What's
Instagram
gonna
follow us
take
on
us to the
Instagram.
next level on YouTube will be when Dave takes the photos.
Oh yes,
Crocs.
well that would be for Instagram actually, which
I
Instagram
mean,
is
if there's
lacking.
time at the end of this podcast,
We might have to. No, it could be YouTube too. Like either before, after, or during our episodes, randomly have.
Oh, if I put them up on the podcast, there's just randomly there's
What
a picture of
a-
Dave
Oh,
up there.
yes.
That'd be really funny.
to see if they're really watching the episode.
Instagram
yeah.
does trail,
It is trailing.
but I also
noticed
feel
that.
like younger generations don't use Instagram as much as they use
But
YouTube
see, like,
Shorts and
but
TikTok.
I'm gonna be honest, we don't have a lot of younger viewers. Like we do have some of the students that are watching, but
Just
most
in
of
general, though, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel
No,
like
you're right.
I feel like TikTok and YouTube Shorts tend to be a little bit like.
Oh, no, for 100%,
Instagram's
that's the
there, but I
younger.
don't think it's like.
that's the younger gen for sure.
We'll get it. Instagram will pick up.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
gotta get better at posting frequently.
We'll get
too.
better.
I feel like
we're still learning. 2 years into this venture, we're still learning
I feel like Instagram's one of those things
Never
where you
to
have
stop
to
learning.
post frequently. Like all the people I follow, like
every day.
they post not
There's
just every
something every
day,
day.
but they'll post
Multiple times a day.
Multiple times a day.
Oh, yeah, the guys
or they'll
that I
post,
follow, same thing.
Or they'll post like a post, but then like
A bunch of
their
stories.
stories will go like.
I agree. They blow up your like I guess alerts or
There'll be like
or
6 stories
notifications.
for the
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Like they're always every day there's stories.
And to be fair, when they get to a certain size, they're sitting there recording, and then they have a
Their
team, a
team.
small
Yeah.
little team of 2 or 3 people that are just generating.
We are the team.
So
Because I'll remember he says, "Okay, next story." I go,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they'll
We
say
should-
it, and then that one ends, and they go to the next story.
We'll get into that though. Well, enough about us, because
I
believe it or
like
not,
talking about us.
I like talking about us too, but we also have other
People like
things.
hearing about us.
Other things. That's true. They do.
Less about you.
Almost nothing about me.
Yeah.
Mostly Steve.
All about me? No.
Yes. Go, Steve.
We do have some topics to talk about today. The first topic being there was a trailer for another Marvel movie that just got released. Was it yesterday or today? I forget. I think it was
I
today.
think it was yesterday.
Oh no,
the
I'm
trailer was
sorry.
released.
2 or 3 days ago.
when this comes out. Yeah.
Time travel.
Thursday.
Yes.
We
But
should
it
also
was.
talk about Easter, but
We could also talk about
Happy
Easter.
Easter, everybody.
We'll talk about
We'll
Easter.
get back
too.
to that.
Wait, this is the
wish.
Easter podcast,
Yeah,
isn't it?
this is.
Oh,
we don't have any
no.
bunnies. We don't have any eggs.
I got animal crackers. There might be a bunny in there.
Kelsey.
Huh?
We do have eggs. Yeah, we
There's
have-
eggs somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they're
plastic
over there.
eggs my son hits around the house.
Oh, I'll get them. I'll get them.
I got
No,
it.
it's
I
okay.
can get
We
out.
don't-
I can
we
get
don't-
out.
Oh, never mind. Shadow half. Wait,
Don't go on
Shadow
camera,
half's
though.
gonna
We
be
can't
in
see
the
your
camera.
face.
Yeah, I'll make
No,
sure to
she
grab
is.
them
She's gonna
for
be
me.
in the camera.
No,
Oh,
you have to hand it to me.
Oh, that's annoying.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kelsey. All right, so we have some plastic Easter egg props. Yes.
They're like, we
Awesome.
can't even see them. All right, ready?
Yeah, there you go. 1, 2. There's a green. There's an orange. There's a
There you go.
pink.
Fantastic.
Falling. Yeah. There we go. Easter.
You're really pushing that segue, aren't
See what I did
you?
there?
So the trailer we're
You see
talking
what I
about
did there?
is
That
is
was
for
fantastic.
the trailer we're talking about is Fantastic Four. It's the new Fantastic Four movie that just dropped, and we all watched it. So thoughts, gentlemen? What do we think?
Fantastic.
Moving on. Great. Thank you.
Retro is obviously a word that pops
That's
out,
that's
right?
definitely the vibe
I
they're
mean,
going
I'm
for.
okay with being retro. I
me
mean,
too.
again, I believe they're doing like it's a different universe, and like
Yeah.
I'm so like
Over that. Yeah.
stop with the
multiversing.
multiversing. Yeah,
It's almost at this point, a couple years ago, I said no. But now it's to the point where they're doing the multiverse so that if it flops, they can be like, oh, well, that wasn't really the main
but that's
story.
but you understand.
Stop. It's a cop-out.
But you understand that's how it happened in the comic books too, because they had to explain how all the stuff was constantly happening. Oh, it's a different universe. Oh, it's
Yeah.
a different. And then eventually they made plot lines with the multiverse being like a thing. But like initially, it was just a great explanation for,
This failed.
or like how come
So it's alive again. Yeah.
yeah, how come there's this Batman's doing this, but then in this author's version he's doing that, and you're like,
Yeah.
Because different universes.
It was a cheap way of explaining the unexplainable. Like, I don't really have an answer yet.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm kind of over. Like, I always thought it would get a little out of control in the movies, but
It's getting
It did.
ridiculous right now.
It 100%
And
did.
So watching the trailer, I thought, again, effects wise, it looked cool, but they had a bunch of, like, you try to grab lines from the from the movie, and every single line was really independent and carried no energy behind it for me. So I'm like, wow, none of the dialogue excites me. And I like, again, I'm a guy from the 80s where the dialogue sold the movie, right? You're talking about, movies like The Ghostbusters and Back to the Future. The dialogue made the movie because the graphics and the effects weren't going to do it. Even the early Star Wars.
Back to the Future had incredible effects.
You sure? Yes. How they kept his hair like that, I don't know.
How dare you.
But this one, the dialogue already in just the trailer is boring the crap out of me.
So okay, I didn't mind the dialogue that much. I'm nervous for was it Pedro Pascal
Pedro Pascal.
playing Mr. Fantastic because he
too.
doesn't.
He looks very.
He doesn't feel like Mr. Fantastic
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or
To
form.
me, he doesn't feel like a Reed Richards.
He feels like the
Like-
Mandalorian with no helmet.
He doesn't. He doesn't
I
like
wouldn't go that far, but like,
any
not
of the
that
Reed,
good.
any of the
Yeah,
Reed
it's-
Richards I grew up with. I dare say the other failed Fantastic Four movies.
the original Fantastic Four
I
movies, right?
liked the original one.
He looks at the
The
part.
first one was good, yeah,
and
for
I
sure.
think
And he
even
talks
the
the
guy
part,
playing
too.
Mr. Fantastic had a little bit of humor, but it wasn't like I'm a comedian. But it
Yeah.
was just the right, and that's what I think that's what Mr. Fantastic needs to have. I don't know if Pedro Pascal is going to pull that off because
We'll
again
have
in
to
the
see,
trailer everything was very monotone.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
And you read the same article I read.
it's like, what's going
you
on
read the
here?
same article I read where the actor that's playing Johnny Storm was talking about how this is not like the ladies' man womanizing Johnny Storm.
Which
I'm
is not how it's
That's
supposed
what
to
like-
go.
makes him fun.
But
Like,
not
the
just
fact
fun. It's a very key point in his character.
Yeah,
So
that's
like
who he
there's
is.
literal
Chris
arcs.
Evans played that perfectly.
There's literal arcs in the comics built around the fact that he's
Like-
does terrible things and he regrets them, like stealing Ben's girlfriend or
Yep.
like that's part of his character flaw that he tries to work through. Like you
Which is
can't
what
not-
makes Marvel big, like the fact that Tony Stark was a raging alcoholic for a while.
Yeah.
They have to have every single Marvel character
Has to have flaws.
Has flaws.
Yes.
and that's
Well, they
a
didn't.
flaw.
They
and
didn't
pulled it from
change.
him.
They didn't change that with Johnny Tony Stark.
No, exactly. They kept it.
Like he was still
Remember,
like
No, he was
the
just
early
crazy.
movie.
A
Oh,
partier.
God.
movie.
He was partying.
Yeah,
He was a party.
He was hard
boy.
partying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
They
not.
actually doubled down on it in the second movie.
I mean, and
Yeah.
then like I'm excited. It's like weird because it's in a weird time in the Fantastic Four because they already exist. Obviously, so they're not doing the origin story, but they're doing it right when Sue Storm's pregnant,
Yes.
which is like. Okay, that jumps ahead a little bit in storylines.
What
Well,
would've
yeah,
been
it seems like this is already an established Fantastic
Yeah.
Four. They're going to touch upon the origin a little bit, but it doesn't seem like this is an origin.
I would have
movie.
Yeah.
loved if they picked up off the last one, the last original one, not the Silver Surfer. Well, actually, they did do Silver Surfer and Galactus too, right? In the last
yeah,
one.
they butchered that, but yes, they did it.
I almost wish that they remember like what the Hulk did, where the Hulk referenced the other two Hulk movies for like a half a second,
Yes. Yes.
and then started. I love that. It's like it existed, but here we are now. They should have done that, where they somehow explained the fact that it existed, and then
If they're doing it in a different
not a bad
universe,
idea.
okay, they
Yeah,
just
but
have to make sure they
you
do
and
it.
I are beyond this.
But they have to make sure they do it right. And then
We'll see.
and then they're gonna pull them into the larger universe in Secret Wars, I believe.
Yes, that's
Did
yeah, they
either of
kept
you,
that
did
the same.
either of you see the Secret Wars series yet?
Oh, you mean Secret Invasion?
No,
Invasion?
Secret Invasion is different than Secret
I didn't
Wars.
finish it yet.
Okay, yeah, but
I heard
is,
it was
is the
lackluster.
Secret Wars not?
No, the Secret Wars is where the Beyonder takes
Yeah.
good and evil throughout the universe, and he pits them against each
Oh,
other.
I've never read that
to
series.
see which
Okay, I
is
didn't know.
which is.
Okay.
Yes, that's another character.
they
that's
ruined
gonna-
I
the
mean,
Secret
he
Invasion.
literally. So they literally
ruined it.
pull like they pull Spider-Man from the future, like 2099. They pull they pull good from.
Well, what I'm saying is they had the Secret Invasion, which is a scroll.
Yeah, that's a different arc.
No, I get it. But now you're bringing the Fantastic Four in. Now I understand. The script is what it is. Another universe. I get it. But what I would have liked to have seen, they had Super Scroll in there.
Yeah.
But he didn't have the Fantastic Four abilities, which is what he's famous for. There's your villain. Tie them in. Bring him back as the bad guy, and make him a real good character.
They-
Legitimize it.
I
they
mean,
could have done something here.
they left, but they did so many.
And he's a great villain.
They
'Cause he
did
has
so
all of their
many-
abilities and even some of their mental,
Capabilities as
They
well,
did
right?
so many comic arcs
Yeah, I
in
know.
the movies that the Fantastic Four were a huge part of. That they were just like, well, they don't exist in this universe. So
But
they're
what a
like,
way to bring
like
them back.
Reed Richards is like,
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
he
big
should have been
part.
involved in so
He's a
much.
big part of the Marvel universe
Like,
in the comics.
yeah, huge. And then so
He was one of the Illuminati.
Illuminati, yeah.
Yeah.
So at least they include that in the multiverse of madness, sort of, kind of.
They
But they
that was a
did-
little nod to the fans.
They didn't have it.
That
in
wasn't even that wasn't even
Ragnarok,
really
which
a
is what
thing for-
actually sends Hulk.
Correct.
To, Sakaar
Yeah.
is the Illuminati.
Right.
Right.
And they didn't do
which,
that.
Which, yeah.
Well, once again, these are a bunch.
Yeah.
There's so many plot lines that if you're trying to weave all this together into movies,
But what's
it
crazy-
would be just as chaotic as it is right now.
What's crazy
Yep.
is
if not
in,
worse.
is in She-Hulk they brought in Scar, his son.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about
Randomly.
that.
Like, where is this guy from?
We're not going to mention
They
that.
ruined World War Hope by not doing it.
We're not even
all of
gonna
a sudden he just
get into
shows
that.
up. Like, where did this kid come
We,
from?
Yeah,
we
there's-
want Steve's blood pressure to stay
There's
where
an
it is. We're not going
interesting.
to get into
It's
it.
interesting. So I'm like, they do think they're doing some things so right. Like I love that Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but like you know what made that really good? That cartoon. You know what made that because you watched it.
yeah, the
You watched
plot.
it. The plot-
script
but-
stayed on
right,
point
right,
for the
right,
most
right.
part.
But Nick, as I was saying before, yeah.
But they immediately.
The dialogue was great.
Dialogue was great. That whole show was amazing. But they immediately did what? Within the first, right when they started making it, they were like, "We cannot make this continuity wise with the MCU," which was the original plan.
Well, what's funny
but they were
is
like,
they tied it in better than the other shows because they
Well,
had
they-
the Avengers in the background.
well, they tied it in. It's a different universe again, but like they kept same plots. So like similar things were happening in the background of the show. So like they were like it takes place as this Sokovia is happening
yeah.
and all that's happening in the background.
So there's still some plot lines from the
But they
MCU. It's
literally
just they're not
took-
in that
Bingo.
universe.
They
Okay,
literally
gotcha, gotcha.
took all the
They took-
really cool like Civil War plot lines
And they put 'em-
Avengers. They had
had it in
Civil
there.
War just without Spider-Man.
But correct.
in the background,
But
it was cool.
in the background.
Okay,
But the whole-
Spider-Man was a big part of that.
No,
but,
yes,
I guess.
but I'm saying,
Again, different
They're
universe.
referencing it, though.
But part of what made that
Referencing
good
it,
was
yeah.
like you just backed out of the MCU for a minute and just enjoyed the hero, the storyline he was in, and they still managed to bring in like Doctor Strange and Daredevil both made appearances, and it made sense for what it was.
Yep.
And you didn't overthink it. You were like, oh, but Daredevil should be like, no, man. Daredevil fights against atrocities at that
All the
local
time.
level, and that's why Daredevil was in. And that's why he's correcting him in the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you got this all wrong, kid. Like, you're teaming up with the wrong guy.
Yep.
They brought in, Doctor Strange, and he played his
They
role
had a
well.
venomized character.
Right.
Yeah,
And they
who
just
was the
did,
big
but
bad.
like they immediately realized the creators like if we try and make this be fully in continuity with the Marvel
Yeah,
universe,
they're
just in
restricted.
its
we
own.
can't use
the way
anybody.
we want to. The way
Right,
we
because they
want
had
to, yeah.
they had a really traditional Doctor Octopus, like flat out
Yeah.
pulled from the comics,
Yep.
which you wouldn't have been able to use because they had the
The one they sent back.
right.
And
So like I'm like that. That's what gives me hope with the DC universe, at least, because that's how he's going to try and do it. Is like
I know, but he's starting.
stories
They're starting.
that
to
And then
aren't
make
every
linked.
now and then,
universe
there's other
too,
characters
though.
that makes cameos.
Yeah, but they're not linked. So they're just one-off movies with like.
And
No,
then the other
but
characters
Superman
are
has
there.
got a bunch of
and
overlapping
the other
characters.
they're there, but it's not an overarching story.
Think of it like I'm trying to
But
think
if
of what a
they
good
ever want
example
a story
is.
with them, you got to tie them back to the Superman movie.
Well, it just takes place in the universe. You don't actually have to do a full-on
Yeah, I don't even think he's
Yeah,
worried
we'll
about
see.
a Justice League yet.
continuous.
I don't even think he's worried about the
I hope
team up
not.
movie yet.
Yeah, I hope
it,
not.
It just seems like he's establishing his
There's just
universe
so many
through
characters
the Superman
in
movie.
the Superman movie already.
Well, once
Well,
again,
yeah.
I don't think they're going to have major roles. I think they're just going to
No,
like
but-
show up in a scene.
but
This
the
person has
idea
10
is-
minutes of screen time. This person
Yeah,
has
like
2
they're in
minutes
the
of screen
universe,
time.
but
But when he-
not part of
when
the
he-
Yeah,
story.
when-
I'm
but
fine
when he-
with that.
but when he
Superman helps
talks
Green
about it-
Lantern do this. Like I guarantee you, Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner is not going to have a big role in that movie.
But when he
He's just gonna
talks
show
about
up.
it, he talks
Hope
about
not.
it like, okay, so the original DC animated
Unless
universe,
he's
right?
comedy relief.
But
Well, it could be that too. Yeah.
the original DC animated universe was not fully linked until they decided, hey, we're going to link it. They were just one-off movies involving the characters.
started
And you
with-
didn't
started
think
with
about it.
Flashpoint.
You just enjoyed.
They should run every single DC or Marvel movie like a Dragon Ball Z series. They need a Goku.
It's
and
one
a
whole
Vegeta.
saga,
You
yeah.
need a Goku and Vegeta. You need a Krillin and Master Roshi for support.
One saga at a time.
So-
You need a Yamcha who thinks he's great, but he's garbage all day long. You need those. And
So
then
let's-
main
You need the
heroes.
non-canon
let's
show
backtrack
that's
to
very
Fantastic-
polarizing.
Let's
So
backtrack
into Fantastic
to the
Four.
Fantastic
Go for
Four.
it. Go for it. What a tangent.
Yeah, the big, yeah, jeez.
Well, the
big-
thing looks awesome already. I don't know. I think
The
he's my
thing looks
favorite
very
character.
comic accurate.
The thing looks great.
I enjoy
And
the
even
fact
his
that they're
actions
trying
look
that.
good. And his little bit of humor with like, this
I-
car, like that works for me.
I do
It's
think
tiny,
it's gonna
not
be
pushed humor.
It's gonna be decent. The big controversy is the Silver Surfer
Yeah, which one they used.
because they use Shalaba.
Yes.
Who's
For
like,
all of you non-comic book nerds, so Silver Surfer, the Herald of Galactus. Galactus is the planet destroyer. Silver Surfer will show up at the planet before Galactus shows up, just to tell the planet, "Hey, everyone, you're all gonna die." And then Galactus shows
Well, he
up
also
and he eats
finds
the
the
He
most
finds the
nutrient
planets, yeah.
rich planet.
Yeah, exactly.
So and normally, like what every one of us grew up with, and the main Silver Surfer
Who was
throughout,
in the first
Was in
grouping of
Fantastic
Silver
Four:
Surfer.
Rise of the Silver Surfer.
That
yeah.
could be why
it's
they did it, Dave.
Nornrad. Nornrad is the man.
Nornrad
Everybody
is
knows
the
that.
he's the original
But
Silver
Dave, they
Surfer. He's the
could've- Now that I'm
mainstream
thinking
Silver
about it
Surfer.
while we're talking through it, they could have done it just to separate the two movies.
Maybe
They could have.
I'm not
I
saying it's a
also
good
think
reason, but it could be the
Remember
reason.
the rumors that came out that said that the MCU was going to gender swap the Silver Surfer and the backlash they got from that? I think this is their way of still doing it, but without making it just, oh, this is just a female Silver Surfer. So like Dave said before, he said her characters. You want to say it again?
Shalaba.
Shalaba. So that is
I'm
actually
saying it right.
that is actually the
saying it
lover of.
No, it's actually I don't think Shalaba was the lover of.
I remember reading that it was
I thought it was she was a different.
just a different person entirely. But anyways,
Oh
so-
yeah, she was Norrad's wife.
wife,
Yes.
yeah, his wife. So it was basically the original Silver Surfer's wife, and she is also a herald of Galactus.
You know, it'd
in
be
the
cool
form of
if
Silver
in
Surfer.
the movie they
so
explain it, like why he's not.
that
there,
would be
she's
helpful if
there.
they did. Yeah,
If they do that, that'd
yeah.
be even for like a second.
Yeah,
you know, like he's off
exactly.
to another side of the galaxy with something simple like that.
yeah, he's
My
grabbing at the
heralds
planet.
are out. Like something. Like if you just said
Yeah.
that, okay, get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
There
He's
you
got
go.
a couple of them out there.
But what I do like is
let
that
it
we
work.
haven't seen a full-on picture of Galactus yet, but it looks like they're going more comic accurate. He had like the helmet with the two gigantic
mystical cloud.
horns, not the mystical cloud, thank goodness. Had the helmet with the two mystical horns. He was gigantic. You know, he was looming over the planet, kind of like the Celestials were in Eternals. So that makes me happy that they're going that route.
I'm not mad that they're using the female Silver Surfer. I'm just mad that it's not like the one that everybody knows is Norn.
That's the one that's the
and-
most well known. Like I said, I think this is their way of still going with their gender swap without like making it just, oh yeah, that's just a female
When I
Silver
was-
Surfer.
when I was reading the
Unfortunately,
comments-
I think some people are still going to take it that way.
When I was reading the comments, there was one guy that hit the nail on the head for me. So I was reading the comments on the trailer and like people going back and forth about the Silver Surfer. It's like, oh, you don't read comics, well, she's a real character, like that kind of thing. And one guy very calmly pointed out, like, no, I know she's a real person, like in the comics. I also know that Sam takes over as Captain America in the comics. I also know that Jane Foster's Thor for a little bit. He's like, the problem is all those arcs tanked. They did not sell well. And then you're taking comics that didn't do well and you're turning them into movies and then complaining when the movies don't do well. You've already
Did Captain America Brave New World not do too well?
I think the movie did all right.
Not like Captain America Steve Rogers levels, but like still
No.
did good?
I think it did all right. I mean, I have my friends that have seen it. I haven't seen it yet. Give mixed reviews. Some of them liked, some of them didn't.
So it's funny you mentioned the Celestials, and it brings up a conversation I had the other day with Luca actually. So we watched. He loves the new Venom, the third Venom movie, and in there is Null.
Correct.
So
The god, to be a god.
Null has killed a Celestial. What I didn't know is the Celestial he killed, he left the heads as a remains.
Yes.
Is nowhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So what a way to tie those two universes together too. Like
Yes.
they're leaving all these nice openings to possibly tie the universes together. I wish they had done that, like I said, with Fantastic Four, possibly tying them to what I would like to have been the Secret Invasion. I think that would have been the way to tie it in. I really do. I think it would have been great to have Super Skrull as the villain and tie them in.
I'm very curious to see how Marvel pulls all this together, because I think they're having a lot of trouble, because Endgame, leading up to Endgame, that whole the whole Infinity Stone saga was very coherent in how to put it together. Like we knew in general Thanos. I mean, if you break it down, it's not that complicated a storyline.
Think about
Thanos
it.
is trying to collect all these powerful stones, and then everything that happens is somehow connected to something he's doing to try and get one of the stones.
Think about this. Instead of making them in an earlier time, make them earlier, meaning make them younger. Tony Stark is gone. He got killed. The entire time, you have a young Richards that now fills in as the new Tony, right? Meaning, like, he's seeing all this happening. He's studying it.
He's a kid,
Him and his
yeah.
girlfriend are doing the studying. There's many reasons to go to space. There's a million reasons for them to go to space.
Now there is, yeah.
And they could have gotten hit by any kind of waves that made him into whatever, but the cause could have been the end games, right? Like, you have this gap. You don't have this Tony. You don't have that brain power. Hey, here we have this genius kid that's been studying what's been going on. Let's bring them in. And now you don't have to be another universe. You have them in the existing universe.
Yeah.
And you don't have to pull back in, because I'm really hesitant with the fact that they're bringing Robert Downey Jr. back so quickly.
They're not just bringing Robert Downey Jr.
I know
back.
all of them back.
They're bringing,
but I'm like, without having properly replaced him in the Legacy universe. And I think Richards that way would have been a great villain.
well, I think that's the
Yeah.
thing they miss. I mean,
They don't have a leader right now.
I think that's the thing they're missing in cinematic world, is that in the comics nobody dies. They die, but they don't stay dead.
No.
Yep.
They always come back.
Yeah, there's always
How you gonna pull that off?
And Reed
Like,
Richards is a huge tester of dimensional items. So
Yeah.
he could have been the reason why you get now the other Robert Downey or Tony Stark, because he messes something up with his
and
dimension.
you don't
He does
know.
that in
You don't. You
so
don't
many
know
arcs.
that's not what's gonna.
True,
happen,
true.
you know?
But I'm saying, instead of making this alternate version of him, you could have fit him into the current universe. Just have him made really young, and that would have explained why they weren't engaged.
There were a bunch
yet.
of different things that Endgame could have helped with. Like, Endgame could have been that way for Fantastic Four. That could have been the lead into them, was that they were all younger around the time, and now years have passed now, and now they're established and stuff like that. Now they're going to space, and that's the reason why all this is happening. People were also saying that the amount of different snaps with the Infinity Stones happening within such close proximity to each other could have been what caused mutations, and now the X-Men are involved in the universe. And they had the reasons there. They really did have reasons to tie all the other universes
situations.
in.
Yeah.
And I really thought, spoilers for Loki season 2, but I really thought
Loved
that
it.
at the end of Loki season 2, with everything being, you didn't see it.
Didn't see it. Spoil away. I don't care.
Well, at the end where they had
really
the
don't
ability
care.
to tie everything in,
I won't do everything yet. But, so that basically,
they can tie everything
they
in.
could have tied everything in with the way Loki sees. They could have tied everything in, and they could have also eliminated the multiverse problem that they ran into with There's Too Much.
Like that.
They had a way to do that in Loki season 2, and I thought that's what they were doing. And it turns out,
And it's still
apparently
not. Maybe they can, but they're just
Maybe.
dragging it out because they want to make more movies.
Well, you know how Loki season 2 was. It was a little timey-wimey there for a little bit. Like,
I don't care. I love that.
I know. It was great. It was great. I loved the ending. It was
Season
awesome.
2 was great, and I like the jumping back and forth because it makes you watch. That makes you watch it over and over again. Oh my god, I missed that the first time. What's it going on?
It's on my list. I mean, I got so much to watch. It's just,
Yeah, there's a lot.
I hate to say it, but the Marvel universe has kind of lost me a little
It's
bit.
lost me too.
Just
I
watch
hate
Loki
saying that.
Loki because season 1's a slow burn, kind of like the.
Well, he's watched. Did you watch season 1? You watched season.
Oh,
you
none
didn't
of
even
it.
watch season 1.
I have the last thing
okay,
I
it's
watched
okay.
on the TV shows is
WandaVision.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
which was good. I liked it.
And then I've watched obviously the Spider-Man cartoon, but like it's got to be really interesting for me to watch because like I watched the movies. Like I saw that I've seen most of the movies. I didn't see Captain America yet, but
I didn't see the new one either.
and I didn't see Ant-Man.
You saw Captain America: Winter Soldier though, or not?
Oh,
You didn't see
No, I've
Ant-Man
seen-
Quantumania?
Nope.
You know what? I don't think
It's
it's going to be
okay.
a big deal. Yeah, because seeing
Nope.
as they're moving away, because
No,
Kang.
they're bringing him back.
They're bringing him back, but
Yeah.
but small role now.
Yeah, but still as Kang though.
Still is Kang,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's not going to be the big band anymore.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I
Because
read
all the charges are dropped. He's fine. He's safe. He's a safe bet again.
Yeah.
They're bringing him back. Yep.
What?
They dropped all the charges.
okay.
on
All
him.
right. Well, I guess as long
And
as
they
they're not trying to
shouldn't
put
have
everything back the
dropped
way it
him
was.
until
So
that stuff
I
happened
read,
anyway,
I
so.
read about like what's going on. So I stay up. I read comic book news websites, so I know what's going on within the universe itself. I guess it's got to be good to pull me. Deadpool Wolverine was good enough. Like I
To
went
pull
and
us in,
watched
yeah,
it.
for sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't wow me, but
that
it was
my
good.
that was my least favorite one.
Of the Deadpools,
Yeah.
probably my least favorite one too.
I mean, they were still good, but you know.
But I think that's the last Marvel one I saw in the theaters.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw like the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I saw that. Saw all the Guardians movies.
Is it? I keep saying this wrong. Is it Shang-Chi? Is that,
Saw that.
Still, honestly, probably my
The best of the new ones.
running. Yeah, my running best still. Nothing.
No Way Home.
Of
I
the
think
new
Spider-Man No Way Home takes
Is that
the cake for
considered
that.
a new one?
It is. That's in phase 4.
Yeah, okay. So
That's in phase
Spider-Man,
4.
that's in
yeah,
phase 4. That's
okay.
my favorite.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
So
was
I'll
the
do
best.
those two. Yeah, you got
Spider-Man No Way Home's my
I
favorite.
forgot
I
that
thought
was
Guardians 3 is up there too.
No,
in the
not for
phase
me.
4 movies. I thought it was
I
up
think
there.
they spend so much time on Rocket Story where that should have been like one of those like cartoon separates. They spent so much time on Rocket Story.
Well, that was the main.
I
Well,
know, but it's a Guardians of
main-
the Galaxy movie, not a Rocket Story movie.
Well, that's the thing is because
It
when you
was
look
too much.
when you
I
go back
liked
and watch
their
them all three,
Christmas
like 1,
special
2, and
better.
3,
The
the
Christmas
Christmas special
special
was
was
really
good.
good.
Loved it. We had a great time.
Oh,
with
such good songs in that one too. It's a good soundtrack. Getting off topic again. So Fantastic Four.
that. No, we're talking Marvel. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so yeah.
Fantastic Four.
I will see it.
I'm gonna
When
watch
is it coming out?
I will see it.
We all watched the trailer and we didn't catch the.
July.
I don't know if I'm going to theater this one. We'll see. I might.
I need to see.
But you
something
know what
new.
we should go
No.
to the theater for? This is just a little passing. We won't get into too much discussion about it. There's 2 things that's coming back into theaters in the believe it or not, this upcoming weekend, Revenge of the Sith is in theaters again for the weekend.
I saw it.
I'm
in
not going
theaters.
there.
I don't know.
I didn't see it in theaters.
Sorry, you're being.
good.
I need to go see that in theaters. No,
Call
and
your
then
brother.
also,
Yeah, exactly.
And
You got
then-
2 of them. Pick one.
the Ninja Turtles. The original Ninja, Turtles
I have
come
to
back
see
into
that.
theaters.
I saw
Yes.
that in theaters as
August?
well. It's in
That's in
August.
the summertime, yeah.
It's in August. I
Which we're
saw
gonna go
that
see
in
that.
theaters as well, but I will
That's
see that again.
That's a Tuesday watch, though, where the tickets are cheaper. But I'll go see it.
Definitely got to see it in theaters. You've never even seen the movie.
I need to go see it in theaters.
It's
I need to.
criminal.
I want to.
Listen,
We need to make a
he
Kickin'
still
Crocs
hasn't
video out
seen
of it.
Big Trouble in Little China. He hasn't seen.
We've talked about
The Last Dragon.
You love Big Trouble in Little
I
China.
love it.
We talked about
It's
this.
overrated.
The Last Dragon.
we need to do
Dragon's
the
up
Ninja
there.
Turtles because we're going to be doing a gibbet challenge for the Ninja Turtle gibbets.
If they're left. If I don't win
They'll be
them.
left. We're going to keep them. No.
I get to choose.
Oh, no. Well, that's a good segue into our next topic.
Oh, all right.
Steve went to his uncle's house and got some gear.
Exactly.
That's not the one we were going to. I guess I could do that one real quick, and then we'll get back to it. Sorry, folks. Teaser for that gibbet challenge topic. But
Rough
I think
transition.
I
you
like
guys already
breaking
should
up
have seen
those
it anyways.
transitions.
Yeah. But anyways.
So smooth.
Yeah, so
Smooth like falling outside of a mountain.
one of my
We filmed
one
the
of,
challenge yesterday.
we did film a challenge video on
You went
Thursday.
to your uncle's.
I did, and he just
Your
had
son now eats Twizzlers.
he had some-
Anyway,
your son does now eat Twizzlers.
By
Declan does
none
now
of
eat
my
Twizzlers.
doing. I'll tell you that
we're
story in a
blaming.
minute.
No, Kelsey told me you did it.
Dag nabbit,
No.
shut up.
I got you
She's
covered.
a liar. Go on.
I went over to my uncle's house and he had some martial arts gears. So he had a Wave Master punching bag, one of the bigger ones. He had some of the puzzle piece mats.
Was it
enough to
odd
put
that
in
the punching bag had a bunch of pictures of you on it?
No, but he also had a digital timer.
Nice.
Nice.
He had the Muay Thai pads, and he also had focus mitts as well.
Wow,
all of it
cool.
unused. All of it unused. Did not
Even
none of it
used.
touched.
Still nice.
Still would have been awesome.
So he gave it all to you?
Gave it all to me.
Sweet.
Did you get it all back to your house?
I did.
Nice.
Yep.
Like we said, we've got everything for the inside. Now we just need the outside.
Yeah, we were talking about that, right?
And
yeah.
you also have a bob, right?
I had a Bob bag already. Yeah, I had that in the beginning, but now I have this other one as well. So
It's just a bob.
It's just a bob. It doesn't have a wig on it.
It's not a bob bag.
Yeah.
Because
It's
bob
just a
means
bob.
body opponent bag.
oh,
Got
In
it.
case anybody wanted to know.
I thought it was
Ooh,
just
fun
plain Bob.
fact.
No, it's actually an
This will
acronym.
be a good test on
Body
see if
opponent
folks were watching
bag.
and listening to the entire episode.
Mm.
I think some good questions at the end is, if you watch this episode, do you remember what Declan is now eating?
Yes.
Do you know what Bob stands for?
For the
test
yeah
at the end.
yeah.
If you're really paying attention.
For the punching bag. Do you know what Bob stands for? But yeah, that just got that gear. I thought that was great, and now I have some.
He wasn't
extra
excited
stuff.
about going there though. He was like, because he thought it was gonna be like 1950s.
Yeah, I
like,
thought it was going to be
pants.
older gear that had been
yeah.
used. Yeah, I did. Yeah, but no, it was all new gear that he had gotten for Christmas.
Don't
But
you dare
he
complain about
he
that.
he says he's too old to train. I'm doing air
No such
quotes
thing.
for the audio
I was gonna
listeners.
say, what are you, 107 and in a hospital?
No,
Like, exactly. That's what
but
I'm saying. Then you're good.
Yeah, but he decided that he got that gear for Christmas, or his wife did, I think, because they
That's
both
nice.
trained.
That's cool, though.
And she didn't want it, so he was giving it away. And then he thought of me first because he knew that I did martial arts
yeah.
and whatnot. So
That's cool.
it was an adventure trying to get to his house. His house was at like this intersection, and it was a really small house, but it was on like a lot that you wouldn't consider for a house. So we drove past it like 5 times. And it was a really awkward positioning.
Was the Wavemaster empty? No water in it?
No, there was actually sand in the base.
Oh, heavy.
It good
was
for
pretty
once
heavy.
it's in the house. It would be horrible to move.
It was pretty heavy. We literally took the bag apart, and we were just rolling the base like by itself.
That's
That's how
the
we
trouble
transported
when
it.
you put sand in them, though, is that they don't
They don't
you
move
can't
well
get the
anymore.
sand out either.
I know.
It's
And
hard.
sometimes the sand will settle, depending on if you have it in a basement or whatever.
I
like,
keep my
it gets
Wavemaster
condensation.
outside.
That's good.
Eventually, I'm going to upgrade my Wavemaster to like a bigger one, but I got that one for free.
Just like mine.
I don't have space for it inside.
Me
but
neither.
I do outside, and then if you
I
put
do
a
too.
little, little antifreeze in the water, so it doesn't freeze in the.
Yep. In the winter, yeah.
Yeah, I read an article on the best bags for outside, and Wavemaster was right up there for like if you don't have.
Yeah, the space. Yeah, perfect. You have is it the half one like I have, or is it the full one?
Yeah, it's right
I
out there.
didn't look.
It's in my driveway.
Yeah, he has the baby one.
Yeah.
Mine's
Well,
full
it's
size.
the one we
Mine's
used to
little.
use. It's not a baby one
No,
because they
it's
make
the
a
half
baby
one,
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
You can still.
we used to
yeah.
use them in the
The dojo
kickboxing
all the
classes.
time.
Yeah.
I used it.
No, I say it's not the baby
play
one because they
games.
actually do make a Wavemaster Junior.
That's even smaller than that one. Yeah, I know.
Made
And
for
yeah,
kids.
I've seen it. Yeah.
We used to have them, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I would like to get a torrent. That's my goal.
Okay.
Those are the ones we have at the school now.
Yes.
Yeah, you like those?
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
softer for like you can work on them for a while.
And the base is a little bit lower. You
Yes,
can lay,
that's
kick
a
'em.
big deal.
Yeah, huge deal.
know how many
Especially when
times
you
I've
work
had
with
kids hit the
kids.
base? Yeah,
Especially
hit
with
the
kids.
Clunk. Ow! Oh, well, little
I
Johnny
would
hit
get
the
that's
base
what Alex
again.
has in his basement. He has the smaller torrent. I wouldn't get the what we have at the school is torrent 2s. The Pro torrent T2 Pros,
Got
which
it.
are the big guys. I get the one like Alex has in his basement, which is like about the equivalent of like the regular Wavemasters.
Would that be outside too, or no?
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't have space out here.
We're gonna have to get we have to build like a lattice cover and just make an outside gym. for it.
We have plans
He has
for
plans.
that, but yes, for
He has
off my
plans.
shed, I want to make an outdoor
He has
training area,
plans for
matted.
the things
that's
like
cool.
that.
Yeah.
The shadow half just said she
And
says
I'll
it,
tell you,
yes.
if it's like 4 cement pads, if you want under, if not, you don't have to, but if you want it, they're not difficult if it's just straight up cement pads like that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
You know, so that's cool.
yeah.
A
I
little
just
bit of
want
that.
any
some
event.
kind of overhang would be nice. We won't be able to train too good in the cold, but who cares?
Exactly.
Listen, we run a couple extension cords and space heaters. We wish ourselves luck. We get to
Yeah,
work.
blow out some
2
of the
seconds. You're warm.
blow
anyway.
out some
You're
of the
warm. You're
generators
warm
and
anyway.
yeah. No, you're fine.
yeah,
But,
so the gear was good.
The gear was good, but
So
now
now you can train Jess at home.
well, that's one of the things that yeah. Go hit the bag.
Right.
Go hit the bag. But
Great training.
great training. Go
Good
hit the
job,
bag.
buddy.
But then
they're
circling back to the wonderful transition that I had before that Dave ruined. That we did
my
a
goal.
challenge. We filmed the challenge video on Thursday.
It was all about
It was-
getting to Steve's uncle's house.
It
Who
was
could get there
uploaded.
first,
Yeah,
get the gear.
that was a big challenge. It was uploaded yesterday. So if you didn't watch it yet, what are you doing? It's linked down below. Go watch it. It was our NERF fencing challenge. Pretty
It was
crazy.
a lot of fun. I've not seen that before. It was pretty cool.
I will comment. So, are we going to talk about the challenge?
We're talking
Are we
about
gonna
it.
talk
It's already been
the challenge?
uploaded.
Okay.
It's already been watched by the people. Hopefully,
Nerf, so I bought that because I thought it would make a good challenge.
yeah.
Which you did.
Because as a child, Nerf fencing became a huge thing for a small period of time in my childhood where
I
me
never
and my
played it
friends
ever.
played Nerf fencing all the time. So, but Nerf fencing back in the day was a fanoodle basically, like a Nerf,
like a pool noodle. Yeah.
right? But like a little stiffer than that.
Okay.
And then the targets were like bigger and a little bit easier to poke down, in a ring, and then so it was softer, and then
Yeah.
it wasn't a collapsible
These are like the extendable lightsabers.
Right.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
These are collapsible.
Which is weird
Which-
for
'cause
the
you're trying to
fact that it's
poke.
it's a poking motion.
You know what's funny though? Going back and watching it, a lot of you guys did not poke them
I
down.
didn't at all.
You
Because
like,
when
whacked
Dave
them.
said they were so difficult to knock down, I'm like, I'm not going to poke it
You
at
were
all.
literally doing like slashes instead of stabs. It was, and it was pretty effective for a lot of you guys.
Yep, that was 90%.
well,
of
what
my
always
strategy.
happened with the Nerf ones as a kid was eventually the noodle would break at the base, like it would rip, and you'd take it out, so your sword kept getting shorter and shorter,
Yeah.
So who were our competitors?
and you'd have to replace them.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, but it was
We did a bunch of training beforehand,
Oh, yes.
so we were all sweaty and tired, and
Yeah, if we looked tired in the videos because we did 16 rounds.
yeah, we did 8 rounds of
we did
sparring, 8
8
rounds of
2-minute
grappling.
rounds of sparring, and then we did 8 3-minute rounds of grappling, and then we're like, all right, let's fence.
Now, let's fence.
Yeah.
It was fun. And we had some great competitors because all sizes and shapes of people.
We did. We had
Speeds.
everybody from our sparring challenge video, including Caravella, made a little cameo in there as well, and so did Master Vinatelli, Steve Vinatelli,
Yeah,
V-Rocket
V-Rocket was in the
himself. Was in the house for this challenge, and we had a good little tournament, made a little tournament bracket. Of
we
course,
did.
of course, I got knocked out in the first round. You know, it was just
Well, to be
whatever.
fair, you
It's
did
fine.
win the Chinese Star Challenge.
I did.
So you won
I
that
did. So
one.
I
You
got
can't
a
win 'em
gibbet.
all.
Yeah, but then Nick over here, he decided that he was just going to go all the way, and he gets to pick from our collection of gibbets now.
Yeah, he
I
was.
know.
I did take
do
third
later on.
place, but you know.
You did. You took third
I
place.
thought
You
I
made it pretty
had
far
Dave in the finals, and then he got tagged on a wild spin move.
from Mike
I'm not even
Shannon.
mad about it. I didn't-
It was cool.
It was really
It
cool.
was
yeah.
a cool move, and it kind of
I think the hair distracted me. I was like, wow, look at the
I
twirl.
know.
Oh no.
slow motion is just the locks flowing in the air.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even know how he got you. That was a weird thing. It was just a weird spin. All
And
of a
we
sudden
only
you're like,
played. We only played one target. There's
Yep.
4 targets.
Yeah, we
we
could have made it
played-
longer. We could have made it longer, but it was
we
late
played
at
one
night at
down.
that point. Yeah, it was already like close to
But
10
it was
o'clock.
it was interesting because even in my second round against Venetella, we both got our first ones down at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yes, you guys tied. That was pretty cool. I like that you guys tied.
We're both like, we got you.
oh wait, to the second one.
Yeah, it was
was
a
cool.
lot of fun. It was cool, but definitely didn't feel like I was going to be able to win with the poke because one, I'm shorter than everybody else, so it took a while. Or
Yes.
we are shorter than some of the other competitors that were in there. And two, Dave said right off the bat, "Hey, these things collapse." So I'm thinking, man, I'm going to push and I'm going to get it.
So
and
we
it's
had
not
done.
going to go down.
So we had done before you guys got there. Before the times other folk got there, you guys were heading over. Rob and I did like a mock,
Little
like
test
test
round.
it out.
Which you were able to redeem yourself.
So yes, he beat me in the test out round, but it collapsed a couple times. We were
Did it?
testing him out, and we're like, "Oh boy, this is gonna." Because we started off just straight up like
Trying to
fencing, like,
stab,
just trying
yeah.
to poke.
Yep.
And yeah, if you made contact with not the target, it would collapse in. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be challenging.
Oh man.
But they, there's a Kickstarter for. I'm following it closely on my phone, my internets, for a lightsaber. The guy's making a lightsaber where you twist and it comes up, and you twist and it comes down. So there's a plastic toy.
So it'll lock in place when you twist
But,
it open.
but it's you don't whip it out like that.
Yeah.
So like you literally can hold it like a lightsaber and just turn and it will go up
That's cool.
fully extended.
That's cool.
It's awesome.
Sounds good. It sounds like you actually like you're activating a real lightsaber.
Correct.
That's pretty
the whole-
cool.
That's the whole point. And then like, so it's on Kickstarter now, and I'm like, I want one.
You're fired.
Don't start laughing.
You're
What
not
are you
allowed
doing?
You're not allowed to look at me anymore on this show.
But it looks
So
cool.
graceful.
It looks cool. I'll show you the thing. I also found Ludo Sport, which is crazy.
And this one, how does it open again?
What's that?
The lightsaber?
You twist it.
Okay, I was just checking. Yeah. Got it.
You ever follow Ludo Sport?
No, what is that?
No.
I really didn't. I've never-
Lightsaber Fighting League.
Oh,
Is
no,
it
yes,
really?
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Oh
now.
wow!
I've seen it.
How
But
am I only
those are
just
the
hearing
solid-
about this?
Those are the solid lightsabers. Like they don't.
Oh, they do
retract.
whole camps
Yeah,
on
yeah,
this
yeah.
thing.
It's cool.
What?
No, there's schooling on it.
How am I only
But it's
just
not in the
hearing
US.
about
Ludo
this?
Sport
It's not in the
International.
US. Yeah, it's not in the US.
Heck? There's double-bladed
Where
ones
is it?
too?
Because they have
You
videos
have
that
choices.
under like a bridge.
No,
somewhere
just go to
training.
Ludo Sport International. You can follow them on Instagram.
Gosh, how have I never heard about this before?
And
That's crazy.
so their Instagram, they'll show you like the
that's
training
awesome.
seminars, the
I
this is
did see
championships
this. I
arena.
did
Oh
see
my
this.
God, they did the
I follow
salute.
that. I had to
Never-
follow.
But I don't think they have a U.S. base at all.
I'm not sure because they're international. Here's the fighters. They have British guy.
His name
No,
is
Nick,
British
there
guy?
is no competitor that
In the
is
US.
In the U.S.
They don't even have a I'm saying they don't even have a U.S. training ground.
Crazy, man. Oh, I wish they did. I'd be there in a
Sponsoring time.
heartbeat.
So,
Oh, yeah,
but like
for
they
real.
have a whole.
Oh, we're not sponsored by NERF, by the way. Just I should probably put that. Hopefully,
yeah,
I
they
put
have a
that in
whole-
the original
Anybody
video
yet
there.
right now.
They have a whole, and you can choose like. So you can do double bladed, you can do single blade, you can do two in each hand, like one in each hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I stumbled upon it one day on Instagram and was like, "What is this?" And I was like,
You want to
"Follow."
Maybe you show a picture of it,
Oh, what?
or
Ludo
just link,
Sport
or
Of this?
or a link to it.
Yeah, if you could send me
I will.
just something. Okay.
But,
link, even a link at the
There's
Yeah,
something
so-
on the screen right now.
Boom.
I don't know what it is. It's
So the
either a
Nerf-
picture, a video, or a link or something.
So the
But
Nerf
there's something
fencing
there.
Was yeah.
It was cool.
I'm
No, it was a
I'm
good
gonna
time.
do it again. I mean, we can maybe modify it.
Listen, we are.
I think the
man
next time what we
children. I will
do.
definitely do it again.
I think the next time what we do, right? Hear me out.
I'm hearing you out.
Okay.
Hear me out.
I'm hearing you out.
Next time,
Crazy glue it.
sparring gear.
Okay.
You're allowed to punch and kick. So it's full on sparring, but we use a Nerf.
No. Wait. So stay with me in
Yes.
what you're saying.
Yes.
Maybe not sparring gear, but could we cover the tips with chalk like we used to do the knife defense? So when you get somebody,
You can see
cut
it.
'em.
That's a different thing, though. That's a different thing.
I
though.
understand, but that's what we're trying to mark the actual stab. And
No,
not-
you just gotta poke the target down, but you can punch or kick.
We could do both.
We can do both.
Why not both?
yeah, exactly.
We
Two
could do
separate
both.
challenges.
There you go. Ta-da.
Well, if you're gonna do
The
that,
Marks minute challenge. You're
well, if
trying
you're
to
gonna do
mark
that,
your man?
they make training knives that they're like lipstick almost.
No, but that's money. I don't want that. I want to just like tape the chalk
Then-
to the end of it or put the chalk on it or whatever, and it's time. I am very frugal. I'm economical. You haven't learned that yet?
All right.
Oh,
Well,
no,
let's-
we have.
We should let him pick a gibbet.
All right. Can you pass me? It's right behind
do
you.
it.
Can you pass me the gibbet? Oh, no, your shoulder started. Nick, can you pass me the gibbet thing?
Like past the gibbet that I'm gonna pick from? Yes, I will.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Now, I will ask you one thing.
Pick the Ninja Turtle one. Done.
I was just about to ask you if you could leave there are two Ninja Turtle ones.
Okay, I'd like.
If
Ninja
you could
Turtle.
leave the Ninja Turtle ones because we're
doing
gonna
a Ninja Turtle
we're
challenge.
doing the Ninja Turtle
one I
challenges.
want.
We're doing multiple
That's fine,
ones.
that's fine.
So there are also two different pizza slices there. If you could just leave one of the pizza slices there
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
fine. Well, obviously, I would
All right.
have to leave one. I'm only getting one gibbet, so there's two. Right? Does that make sense? Okay, math. Slow. Keep it slow.
All right, people. Just so we all
Nice
understand
and
something.
easy.
This is literally the Christmas gift that Lily Lembo got us. What was
In
this?
2022.
Two.
It's the gift that never stops giving.
Yeah, and
It's
we've
23.
we've only done one gibbet challenge up to this point.
Wow, we're right on
This
schedule.
is number 2. All
We're
right,
on
Nick.
schedule.
So
All right.
out of the ones you could pick, you have.
Yeah,
and
but we have the next one already lined up.
we do. We already do. We just have to have people that are actually there to do it. So we have an Ewok from Star Wars. We have Patrick Star from SpongeBob. We have a Grim Reaper. We have Rudolph because this was back from Christmas, so obviously there's gonna be some
Is
Christmas
that a
themed ones.
Jamaican Jurassic Park?
No, it's just Jurassic Park.
I was
It
thinking
looked like that.
Jamaican,
It did
yeah.
look like that.
The Jamaican flag, yeah, a little bit, a little bit. You have
okay.
SpongeBob. You have a Groot. You have Aang. You have a skull. You have a Jamaican Jurassic Park. You have a Yin and Yang. You have a Captain America shield. Darth Vader. A metal pizza slice. You have a little caterpillar.
I would
So
say
I'm
You
gonna
have
tell you what
a
I'm
Mario,
so torn
penguin,
right now.
shark, Christmas Mickey, Triceratops,
You're
Batman.
torn
Why do you
between.
think I'm torn? Go
I
ahead.
think you're
Elf.
torn
There's
between
three. There's three that.
Well,
I'm
it's gonna be
there's
Groot?
three. Nope.
Aang.
Nope.
Really?
So think if I was getting this and then looking to gift it to a family
Shark.
member. So that's one.
So a shark for
What
Luca.
else? So one for each of them. So you got.
I
Luca
think you're
covered.
looking at one of the pizza slices because
What
you're
do you-
Italian.
What do you think? No. What do
Oh.
you think for Isabella?
Elf.
No. Elf for
Nicole.
Yes. So,
Elf
for
so you
Nicole.
got two. How about? do
Are
guys
you
know
gonna pick one
Isabella?
for you or
Isabella. I mean, I don't ever talk
you
to
don't know,
Isabella
right?
anymore because she doesn't come and
I
visit
know.
us.
Isabella? I
So
could
is
see
it
you
Penguin
doing.
with the hat.
I could see you doing the.
Incorrect.
I
No.
could see you doing the yin and yang
Okay,
for
that would be
Isabella.
for me. So
That'd
I
be
would
for
get
you.
the- I love
okay,
the-
nice.
Oh, so
nice.
Isabella's got to be
Maybe the
Patrick
caterpillar?
Star?
Isabella would be Vader. She
Really?
loves Darth Vader.
That's a red flag right now. I'm just telling you.
Yep, God, so many red flags. Anyway.
Interesting.
I love her.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
those three, and obviously I like the yin yang, but those three.
Would you?
Like
Well, no,
Are you?
which
Are you?
child?
So you're torn. Would
so
you like
which
us?
child do you love the best? And then
Yeah.
that's who you get the gibbet for.
Would you like us?
So I get myself the yin yang guy.
Yeah.
That's the simplest solution to all.
Well,
of
here's
this.
the thing. So I can get the one for Nicole because our anniversary's coming up. It'd be a fun little like goofy gift.
Oh.
But she doesn't wear Crocs ever, so they'd be like sitting.
She has the
there.
one pair of frocks, so she could even put it in there.
You can't put a gibbet on a frock. How dare you?
Well, I guess not, but
And it's
technically,
I mean,
can,
you could.
but Yeah.
Well, I don't even know.
I don't say that because there are kids that have frocks, and I fully respect them.
Yes.
Oh no, I love it. Yeah. Okay. Let's make the call. I should almost have people vote on those.
I was
three.
going to ask you
Let's do that.
if you don't want to make the decision today,
Can you do one of those voting things?
we can
Yeah,
make
we
a
can do
poll.
that. We make a poll.
We can
So
make a
can
poll.
you do 4 options or no?
I could do 4
We
options.
do 4 or 3.
I think I can go
Like,
to
should-
I
4.
think 4. I think
If
you
you
can go to
can't do
4.
4, if you can only do 3, then just get rid of my yin.
So
but if you
what,
can,
what
do
I'm
I
going
go
to do
for
is I'm
myself?
going to post it on literally everything. I'm going to post it on TikTok. I'm going to post it on YouTube. I'm going to post it on
the
Instagram,
grams.
and I'm going to we're going to post it on all 3.
help me out, folks. I need it.
So yes, if you're listening right now, Nick has say the 3 again so people know.
So the 3
Four,
options
four,
would be
four.
4.
He has
you're right,
4?
sorry,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry,
Well,
okay.
the yin yang. So the yin yang for myself,
Okay.
the shark for Luca,
Okay.
Vader for Isabella, or Elf for Nicole. And they're
All right, so
awesome.
those are the 4 options, everybody. So
or the Ninja Turtle for
So
Steve.
you can cast your vote 2 different ways. If you're listening on audio only, then you have to go to one of our other platforms. You have to go to either YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, and you have to go onto the polls that we'll be posting there. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. I'll be posting it in our Instagram story, and I'll make an Instagram post about it.
Are there mail-in ballots for this?
Only in person.
So, like, if someone comes into the karate school and like tells you, we're going to count that.
As long as they have ID.
That'll get primary.
ID.
Primary placement.
All right, so you can
So
vote.
Jared will be there.
If you come to the
With their
karate school in
passport.
person, just tell Master Nick or Master Dave
No,
which
no,
one
no,
you're
no. It
voting
has
for.
to be. No. We need
No,
written
just the poll,
documentation.
just the poll,
Just the
just the
polls
poll.
online.
All right,
We
just
were
the polls
just
online.
playing.
Even if you come and see us, we're gonna guide
Just
you
the
back
polls,
to the
just the polls online. It'll be on YouTube. I think I'm going to do that as part of a YouTube community post, so it's not going to be a video. I'll probably make a video about it, but I'm going to direct you to our YouTube community tab, and that way I'm going to be posting a poll there, and then you can vote there.
And I'll be sure to share it on the less followed, more mature Facebook.
Yes,
that's where I post
for
it.
our
And-
individual Facebook.
and
We don't,
also
Kickin' and Crocs doesn't have a
MySpace,
Facebook.
for
Also,
those
there'll
of
be
you
another
that-
option for Nick to give his choice to me. 3rd place.
Yes, put that as the 5th option that no one can vote on.
I'm a write-in. I'm a write-in.
Oh dear,
Yeah,
I'm not allowed to put in 5 options. Oh,
I'm
no.
a write-in.
I love it.
Well,
Just
he would like
comment-
a gibbet of a bare foot in a basement.
Yeah.
Please.
But
Yeah, it was not
so-
barefoot.
Okay, there we go. So
No,
then that's what's
toe
going to
socks.
happen.
Love you, toe
Everybody, how
mean,
long do you
jeans.
want to have them? How long do you want to have this go for? You want to have
Just
it go
next
for
week.
Just the
next
next podcast.
next podcast?
That's it.
All right,
Yeah,
we
next
will
podcast.
announce the winning gibbet on the
7
next
days,
podcast. You have 7 days. 7 days to get this
Help the champ
Done.
out, please. I need some help.
starting now. Links to our if you're watching on YouTube, our links to our Instagram and TikTok are down in the description. If you want to just click on that and go vote that way, by all means, go for it. Or you could just go to the YouTube community post. Either
Love
which
it.
way, it'll all
Help
help.
me
And I will add up all the votes from all the different platforms. We'll add them all up, and then that's how.
And
we'll
if you
find
want
our
your
answer.
choice to win, then find additional subscribers and tell them to vote in your favor,
There you go. Boom.
which ends up
Perfect.
being in my favor. Thank you.
Exactly.
And you stay kicking into
Yes.
I missed the times where you just said, "Let's kick this rock into comfort mode." I liked that line. That was a good line.
Let's crock this kick into
let's,
comfort mode.
Let's kick this crock at the comfort mode.
There
Done.
you go. Love that. Doesn't
My
that sound
Crocs
so
are in
cool?
comfort mode.
My Crocs have always been in comfort
I
mode
know, I
this whole
never figure
time.
out.
They never had a comfort mode in the podcast. But if you haven't already, to vote in those polls that we're talking about, you should follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Kickin' and Crocs. KICKIN.in.Crocs.
MOUSE. I mean,
Copyright infringement.
CROCS.
The best.
Kick
We love
it
you,
in
Disney.
mouse.
It's an alternate universe.
What's kicking in mouse?
It's a variant.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a variant. Yeah. Subscribe to us on YouTube to watch the awesome Nerf fencing challenge video. If you guys haven't watched it yet, what are you doing? It's linked down in the video in the description below. For both the audio version and for the video version of the podcast, it is linked down below. Go watch that video, like, comment on it, share it with your friends so that we can get some more viewers. We are trying to build up some subscribers, people, so definitely make sure you subscribe and comment down on this episode if you have any opinions on any of the topics that we talked about. And if you're listening on audio only, then we need you to, A, give us a comment of stars, just like Anthony Botts did last episode, but also...
But it was 3, so we need 5. 5 minimum stars. And if you want to put them individual comments, I'll take it because it kicks up the comment line. So go for it. But make sure you do them in both audio and on YouTube. Don't forget that we do need the stars in our audio.
Reviews.
It is starting to get warm out again. It's almost pool season again. Obviously, it's Easter today. So at all your Easter holidays, while you're listening to this with your friends and your family at your Easter event, which I'm sure you're all doing, make sure you take time to answer some of our questions from earlier. What is BOD again?
What does Bob stand for? What does Bob stand for?
Bob, sorry, not Bob. Bob. Yes. I messed up.
What does BOD stand for?
You're looking at it.
And what is Declan now eating? What is he now eating? I don't know. D-Dub's
Nothing.
taking
He's
us
in
to
bed
new
right
food.
now.
I'm in bed right now, yeah.
This moment.
Well,
That was awesome.
that was until next time. I've been Steve.
Always Dave.
Still Nick.
If you ain't crocking, you ain't
I
rocking.
love you from the bottom of my Crocs that I got to wear because I'm not in some stupid person's basement.
Buonanotte a tutti.
Tutte fresca. Tutte buonotte.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Tutte Easter.